Have you ever fallen off the wagon? Because I have. In fact, if we're being honest, I haven't been to the gym consecutively since April. But that's okay because I'm getting back on track, which leads me to the point of this video, how to get back on track. Before we get started, I want you to take a second to think about your behavioral cycles. Part of the reason we don't succeed is because we don't take the time to learn about why we failed. So the behavioral cycle basically breaks things down so that you learn the behaviors that lead up to the actions that lead to further actions. It's basically learning how to put a stop in the cycle of negativity. So for instance, if you are a binge eater, I'm a binge eater. This is actually an example from my own life, so I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. So for instance, me, when I binge eat, I start by buying said food item. I then leave said food item out in plain sight. I go about my day, I come home at night, I haven't eaten very good during the day, I'm really hungry, I'm tired, your girl's watching Netflix. So what do? I go grab the bag of chips. I bring them back in here, the whole bag, and I eat, 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 and suddenly the bag is gone. So what do? I tear myself down, obviously. And I say, well, I already failed, I might as well fail some more, get it all out of my system and start new tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, same thing happens. Pretty soon, I'm eating a bag of chips or more a night. By knowing this, I am able to intervene and either A, not buy the chips, not bring the whole bag in here, not eat food while I'm watching TV, not beat myself up if I do eat the chips, because chances are I will mess up and I will eat the whole bag of chips again. So, excuse me. Focus. I want you to be really honest with yourself and go through your own behavioral cycle. Figure out how you can stop it or how you can fix the mentality afterwards. So this brings me into my next point of getting back on track, which is examining further why you failed. Most of the times it's because we're doing something that either we don't enjoy or is too specific. For example, if you're dieting really hard all week and you're withholding all these foods that you love from yourself, chances are by the end of the week you're going to end up eating them, and not just having a bite, you're going to eat them all. Just generalizing here, but that's typically what I see. Second off, if you're going to the gym and you're trying to lift weights 5 days a week and you hate lifting weights, you're not going to want to go, you're not going to have good lifts, you're not going to continue doing it. Figure out what you were doing in the past. Figure out what you were doing in the past that you can change to enjoy more as you move forward. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So let's not be insane. This brings me further into talking about specific nutrition and exercise. So what I found works for me nutritionally is flexible dieting. I enjoy counting my calories, so I use an app called MyFitnessPal. I'll show you it right now. So this is MyFitnessPal, like my crack, yeah. Thanks, recumbent bike. Anyways, I use that to track all my meals. So what flexible dieting entails is that I can eat anything I want throughout the day as long as it fits within my macros. Now this doesn't mean I go out and I make a bunch of sugary cookies and chips fit into my macros, although I would really like that. What I do is I eat healthy. I just said dude. Oh man. I eat really healthy all for most of my meals, but if I want pretzels, I stick pretzels into my macros. If I want a piece of chocolate, not the bar, a piece, I put that into my macros. So I'm not withholding myself, I don't feel deprivated, and I enjoy what I'm doing. I get to eat out with my family, I get to eat different foods every day. It really works for me. If that doesn't work for you, another thing I found works well is just looking specifically at carbs and only carbs. So my nutritionist suggested eating 20 grams of carbs at a meal. So if we put this into perspective, 3/4 of a cup is the general size for cereal servings. And think about how little that is. I mean, like, that's a little bit of cereal, a little baby cereal. And that right there has more than 20 grams of carbs generally. So if you're eating a full bowl of cereal, that's probably 2 or 3 servings of carbs, which is likely close to 60 grams of carbs. Think about that for a second. If that doesn't work for you, you find what works for you. But the best advice I can give you is not to withhold food from yourself. If you want chocolate, teach yourself to be okay with having a bite. I am not a bite person, but I am learning to be a bite person. I'm more of a kind of person, if you know what I mean. Further than that, it goes the same way for the gym. Like I said, if you hate lifting weights, you're gonna hate lifting weights while you're lifting weights, and then you're just not gonna have fun and you're not gonna be successful. So if you don't like lifting weights, you don't have to lift weights to get fit. You can run, you can bike, you can cycle, you can do yoga, you could do Pilates. YouTube has tons of free at-home workouts. If you want to squat in your room, girl, you squat in your room. I'm serious. Do whatever you want. Just get your blood moving. Remember, we're creating a lifestyle. This is not some kind of 3-month program where you do really great for 3 months and then you accomplish it. So, I can go back now. Because let me tell you, your body's going to go back too. We're creating healthy habits. Healthy mind, tummy, and muscle habits. I don't know why I did that. Refocusing, regrouping. My last and final point is to let go of the guilt. So we all in America are taught to strive for perfection. Perfection is unattainable. That is a goal that you are ultimately always going to fail at. If we accept this, learn to live in our imperfection, learn to let go of our guilt, learn to explore our excuses, figure out why we have these excuses, what we can do to get rid of them, we will be a lot better for it. So I invite you to really sit down with yourself. Think about your excuses. Think about your guilt. Think about where this all comes from. And think about how you can change it going forward, how you can be better, what you can practice. Like, for example, in my behavioral cycle, if I hadn't have thought after I ate the whole bag of chips that I'd already messed up, I most likely would not have gone further to eat another bag of chips. Which I didn't mention that, but I do that. And it's bad. Chips aren't bad. Eating 2 bags of chips is bad. Now, I'm being very real with you guys because I want you to see that everybody struggles with this, but it's overcomable. So sit down with yourself, think that through, really think about what you're doing, follow what feels right to you, what works for your body. Let's create healthy lifestyles, people. So if you like these shorter videos that don't waste your time and kind of get straight to the point, please let me know in the comments below. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you always know when I'm putting out new videos. I really am trying to get better at doing that more consistently. I'm learning a lot of cool stuff and I want to share it with you guys. So until the next video, take care of yourselves.